In this video, we're going to take a quick look at PowerPoint and doing a voiceover. Since you're going to be doing some remote learning this year, you might find it helpful to be able to voice over a PowerPoint presentation and send that out to students as a lesson. So I got a PowerPoint here and I've created a few slides, and if I want to do a voiceover, I go to the slideshow tab and then I click on record slideshow, and I'm just going to record from the beginning. It'll bring up this window. If you have PowerPoint 2016, this is 2019 here. 2016 might just have a little window up the top, and it might start recording automatically, but this is 2019, so we're in this window here. I want to go ahead and just hit record. And so now it's recording my voice. Anything I say, will go over the PowerPoint slide here. You can see down in the bottom left, it keeps a timer. And then I'm going to go ahead and switch to the next slide. Click this arrow. So you'll notice down in the bottom left, the overall timer keeps incrementing, and then the slide 2 timer restarted at 0. So this is the 86 champions, baseball state champions. You'll notice the timer started at 0 again. So we're in slide 3. This is the 1975 volleyball state champions, and then I'll just keep going through each slide here. The 2008 cross country state champions, the 1984 basketball state champions, the 1963 state champions. They didn't have actual state champions back then. They just were ranked number 1 by publications. So they were ranked number 1 in the state. And that's our last slide, so I'll go ahead and hit stop, or it stopped automatically. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and exit out of here. And so you'll notice that in each slide, there's down in the bottom right, there's a little speaker telling us that there's a voiceover for that slide. And then when I play from beginning, so now it's recording my voice. Anything I say, go over the PowerPoint slide here. So you'll notice down in the bottom, you'll notice the timer started at 0 again. Through each slide here. So when they start the PowerPoint, then they'll hear the voiceover. Now, if your students, since your students most likely will have, be using Chromebooks, they won't be able to use PowerPoint. So what you can do is export this as a movie or a video. So you go to File, Export, create a video. The default settings are fine. So hit create video, and then I'll just hit desktop, hit save. Now in the bottom here, you'll see creating video, and you'll see a progress bar, and I'll cut to when this is completed. Okay, looks like it has been completed, so it saved it to the desktop. So if I go to the desktop, it's right here. So this is an MP4 file, a video file. If I open that, it'll play the PowerPoint presentation as a video. And then you can upload that to YouTube, or just drop that in your Google Drive and insert that video into Google Classroom or whatever you need to do with it. But that's a real easy way to do a voiceover with a PowerPoint to create a lesson. Just a couple quick notes on PowerPoint and doing voiceover. You can upload PowerPoints and open them in Google Slides, However, the VoiceOver feature is not compatible in Google Slides. So you'll see up here, it says some PowerPoint features can't be displayed. And so if I click view details, it'll tell me that the embedded audio content will be removed. So even though it has the speaker down here, the VoiceOver will not play in Google Slides. So that's why I suggested to export the PowerPoint as a video so it can be compatible with students and Chromebooks. And the second thing I wanted to mention real quick, you can go back and let's say you weren't happy with the VoiceOver on one of the slides. You can go back and clear that out and redo it. So if let's say I select this slide, I can go back and I can do clear narration on current slide. That'll get rid of the narration for this slide. And then if I go to record from current slide, I'm going to record some new audio. So right now I'm just recording some new audio for this slide. And when I'm done, I will click stop. And we'll click stop. And then I'll close this out. And then if I check this audio, so right now I'm just recording some new audio for this slide. And when I'm done, I will click stop. So that's the new audio for this slide. And so that's an easy way to go back and edit the audio on certain slides if you need to redo it.